Good morning. It is time to get up. Set my alarm for 7. But I woke up naturally about 6:30. So I just laid there until my alarm went off. It's still pretty dark, but a lot of birds tweeting now. And time to go get packed away. Because I don't want to be causing any disturbance to the local town of Pont-Hébert. Slept very, very well. Woke up once in the night. But it wasn't actually that cold. Just did the Patagonia jacket up. When I first woke up, I haven't had the sleeping bag. As you can see, I haven't had the sleeping bag closed all night. So yeah, time to get up, get packed away, and then have a coffee. And just round the corner there is a patisserie that opens up at 7. It said 7 till 12 today on a Sunday, which is pretty good. So I'll treat myself to a nice little cake for a breakfast, and then I get a bit cracking. And then once the sun comes up, I'll stop somewhere and probably have one of my breakfasts there. Oh, look at the bed hair! Whoa, lovely. Yeah, all packed away. As you can see, next to that's where I was. A little bit of a dry spot and a flat spot, but that'll be our eat. The bike, got everything in the bag. I've left that open because I need to get changed yet, and there's some toilets open through the mist just over there. Yeah, it's really, really misty morning. I knew it was gonna drop down quite a lot last night. It said it was going to get down to 12, but I think it was a lot colder than that, because when I got up this morning I was finding the sleeping bag and everything really toasty. Didn't actually have it done up as usual because it's really made for proper winter. Really, really cold. I've had that down into the minuses and been pretty warm. But yeah, I didn't get cold at all. But yeah, out here this morning, and I just spoke to a local, just walking his dog, and he was saying it gets really cold here right at this spot because of the river, and it all dips down. There's a valley up this way and a valley over the other side over there, and all the moisture just drops down, so this town gets really, really cold. But he said in about an hour it'll just lift really, really quickly. As soon as the sun comes up over the top of the hill behind over there, it'll just lift really quick. But so I'm in no hurry to get moving this morning. There's no point in me riding through loads of mist. I get absolutely drenched. Might as well sit it out. Just got a coffee on, well, water to boil for a coffee, and then, like I said, gonna go and use the toilet, then change, and then there's the patisserie around the corner. Which gonna go and treat myself to a nice one there, and then, like I said, I'll probably make some food further along the way. What? Excuse me. I haven't been up long. Only been up 20 minutes. That's how quick you can pack away everything away. 20 minutes, done. As you can see, the sun is very much up. It's glorious now. I think it's going to be a really hot day. It's supposed to be 24 degrees, so gone from being super misty and worrying about getting wet to now worrying about getting burnt. But should be fine. It's only going to be, this is the real day where it's going to be proper sunny all day apparently. No clouds. There is a couple of wispy clouds, that's it, but it's still really early. I've had a almond croissant, which was hot as well. They flatten it like in a griddle pan, in a griddle, and came out hot and crunchy. That was delicious. And a pan of chocolate, so that should do me right up until probably 2-3 hours time, and I'll probably have a little snack. But I'm going to push on now, get to a place called Crevel, and then work my way up the west coast, and then slowly but surely go up there, and then just whenever the time's right, there's loads of camp spots all around there. Whenever the time's right, I'm just going to pull into a camp spot, probably early-ish afternoon, sort of 4 o'clock, something like that, so it's still nice and sunny, because my tent is soaking from where it was so misty at the river. Then let it air out, dry out completely, and then probably just go for a walk around the local area. If they've got a pool or something, I'll have a little dip in it. I'll have to just use my cycling kit, which will give it a bit of a wash as well. Yeah, a relaxed one today. Work the way up the west coast, and then tomorrow back to Cherbourg. But let's do today and enjoy this sunshine. In the middle of nowhere, there's these little monuments everywhere. Ave Maria. Up this brute of a climb. What a shame I took a rest. Yeah, it's a steep one. Obviously on the GoPro it never shows anything. But yeah, just descended 13% to the base, and then turned a sharp corner, and it's probably about that going back up. Yeah, just cruising on up though. Out the saddle, just use my body weight to get us up there. Maybe back up the top soon. But as you can see, glorious sunshine everywhere. Chilly in the shade, but it is only 9:30. So good couple of hours until good warmth, but it's already saying 16-17 degrees, so it's going to be a warm one. Strange looking old cathedral. Got some character, I tell you. After St. Gilles, St. Gilles. Arrived in Coutances now. The French certainly know how to put a town centre on. Hotel de Ville. Guessing they're always town centres, ministries, something like that to do with the town councils. And they certainly know how to put a grand cathedral in the middle of nowhere. That is just one of them. That's here. There's 3 in this town centre. It's only a little town. They love a cathedral. Yeah, time to find a little place where I can have a drink, a stop. Now it's warm enough just to chill and charge. So let's find a little bar. This is the next tiny little cathedral they have. Just a little tiddle of that one. Nothing much. Only 3 times the size of pretty much most things in the UK. I think we found a bar just at the road, so let's go and have a little look. Just stopped in this little bar. The only place that's open. It looks like a gambler's bar because there's loads of horse racing and horse gambling machines going on. Little town called Coutances. Don't know, can't remember if I mentioned it, but probably have. Beautiful little town. No one's really open. This is the only place that's actually open, so good place to charge my phone. My phone's pretty flat. Everything else is good, but the phone was pretty flat. And I ideally need that to find a campsite later. So there's hundreds of them down the west coast on that road, but I want to kind of earmark one That's got like shower facilities, potentially a swimming pool or something like that. Not bothered about the swimming pool, but the shower facilities definitely want a proper shower. Clean all the clothes out, and yeah, it'd be good. But got these couple of drinks, beautiful coffee, as every time. First beer of the trip. So very refreshing. Hot day today, so making good ground. Already done 23-24 miles, and it's only just got to midday. Turns out that everyone on Sunday loves getting a larynx because the white wine is flowing for everyone. Yeah. Enjoy this beer. Maybe have another one actually as well. It's a strong one though, but they're really small. They're only 250ml. So we'll see how that goes. Cool, I look like a ghost in there. Super bright outside. White. Yeah. Looking forward to the campsite. I'm going to try and get there kind of latest 4 o'clock, I reckon. I think about 25 miles away roughly, 30 miles away roughly from a town that I've kind of earmarked as a port town, so either just before or just after that. Probably just before actually, because then in the morning I can go into the town on the way to Cherbourg, have a coffee, have a cake, and just find a good place to camp. But yeah, it's been a lush day. Really warm already, really warm. Feels nice with the sun on your skin. It'd be good to, like I said, air the tent out later. But I'm going to enjoy this beer now and check back in with you on the road. Mile munching, find some backcountry lanes. Lovely back lanes. This is a cut across from Coutances to the western coast road, the D650 apparently. Lovely. But yeah, shoot across to that and I'll follow the coast road. As much as it's a main road, when it looks like a main road, you barely see any vehicles. Or if you do, it's such a wide road that no one really cares to give you loads of room. Very courteous in France. Yeah, I've got about 18 miles roughly to the camp, which I think's fun. Can't really reserve. Their website is shocking, but it looks like a good campsite. So it's got 100 places. It's leaning on the bars. Looks like it's got 100 spots in it. Loads of pictures from motorhomes, tents, everything. They've got a water facility, shower, electrical hookup, everything. So all I'm really looking for is just an early pitch where I can pitch the tent, not worry about people complaining about if I'm going to be camping or not. This is literally just get the tent aired, get it pitched, chill out. Don't need a longer day today. I think if I do get into that campsite, it'll probably be, well, looking at it, depends on which route I take. It says about 28 to 32 miles depending on which kind of route I take back to Cherbourg. But I'm going to do a little bit of sightseeing around Cherbourg when I get there, because I'll have loads of time on my hands. A couple of museums there with some great views over the Cherbourg city. Some beastly climbs to get up there though. There's one which looks an absolute beast, but I'm going up it because it looks like it gives the best view over the city and all the harbour and everything. So I'll be going up there, and I think there's a museum at the top, so if I can get in, great. But the French seem to have a lot of museums but don't like opening them. So yeah, it's going to be a nice chilled rest of the day. It is 1:30, and I reckon, depending on how rolling this is, To get to the next place and the campsite, we're probably only talking 2 hours, 2.5 if I really cruise, unless there's some massive lumps in it. Yeah, I'm just going to soak up a bit of French countryside. I do need some liquid though, so whenever I get a chance I'll top up with water, but I'll still make the campsite even if I didn't have water, because I just had those drinks at the bar. So we'll see how we go. Sorry about a bit of wind noise. I wasn't going to bring the GoPro Media mod on this one because it drains the living daylights out of the battery. Honestly, it takes at least 3 times more of the battery. It drains it. Like, you have about half an hour filming in it before it just kills the battery, whereas without it, obviously it's got the built-in microphone protectors, but which aren't the best, but they're good for when you stand still. But on the bike it's a bit windy, which you might have heard. I haven't even looked at any footage yet, but at least that way the batteries last a lot longer. Otherwise I'd be charging up like fury or having to bring like 10 spare batteries. But just coming up to a junction and I'll be shooting through the farmlands across to the coast road. So I'll check with you in when I see the sea. Straight across. No traffic out this way. Cédez le passage. No need to stop here, Cyril. Straight across. Welcome to the big blue. Woo! As you can see, the water's going out, so the tide's receding. All this side of the road, as you can see, that's normally underwater, but all receding out to sea. Just there. And I don't know if you can make out, but just on the horizon, just there, that's Jersey. Incredibly clear day, really, really hot. Wahoo's saying 24 degrees now. So, as you can see, the sea's a long, long way out. But yeah, you can see Jersey so easily. You must be able to make it out on the camera. So it goes basically from about there to there. But yeah, moped, moped. That's one noise I won't miss. The old Velamature. They love a scooter over here. Yeah, gorgeous views. The sea looks amazing. But yeah, I'm gonna be, let's get that in the background. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, I'll be aiming to get to the campsite. That back road which I just took to this coast road, geez, we were flying. I was permanently sat at 18 to 22 mile an hour, just everything in between. There's slight rises, but had a stonking tailwind to go with me, so that was no effort. Literally, I was barely breathing. The old Planet X Tempest titanium is flying machine, and I got put the, for this trip specifically, I put the Panaracer Gravel King semi slicks on, and I have to say, anyone looking at doing like a tour or a bit of mileage, actually gravel miles, they're terrible in mud, because I got onto a bit of mud, and even with all this weight on, I could wheel spin quite easily. So it's like a little ribbed road bike tyre, and on the outside there's a bit of knobbles, not much, but if you're going to be leaning it over that much, you do want to be on the gravel. But other than that, today is stunning, and I'm glad to see the sea again. I love riding along the sea. It's one of the reasons probably why I live in Bournemouth, but yeah, riding alongside the sea, seeing it is beautiful. But yeah, I'm going to follow this coast road now and see how we go. Got about another 12 miles to the earmarked camp spot, see if it works out. If it doesn't, there's tons of them along the coast, so I'll just keep riding until I find a good one. Yeah. Oh, big old tractor, a couple of cyclists coming on. Bonjour, bonjour. Practically French I am now, so yeah, may as well live it. We had that. Whoa! Couple of farm workers on the back of a truck. Pretty safe. Sat in a couple of bay hills. Pretty safe. And not worried about health and safety in France at all, don't worry about that. What's the point? Yeah, my partner and me are potentially looking into a little holiday home over in France, because her sister's got a nice little place, a little 2-bedroom cottage with an outbuilding as well, 3.5 acres of land with an orchard on it. Beautiful, beautiful property. Do excuse the tractor! Oi, oi! Noisy sods. Buggers, noisy buggers. A Brit going past the Jag. Nice Jag. E-Pace desperate to overtake, can't. Absolutely no need. French, just chill out there. English, looks good past them. But yeah, we're potentially looking at getting out of holiday homes. We both work remotely from home, so it'd be great to actually have a little place. We can come over here, because I think you can only do 90 days at a time, and then you've got to get back in the UK for 90 days. But that'd be amazing. Come over for 90 days, Portsmouth to Caen, ferry, bring the dog over. Love it over here. Kind of spring, I reckon, would be nice, because then it wouldn't be too hot. It gets rather hot over here compared to England and there, and our Great Dane doesn't do well in the heat. So summer back in the UK when we've got the home comforts, and then maybe back out like late autumn before it starts turning terrible. Yeah, there's some cheap little places out here. It would be solely for a holiday home, no holiday lets, unless a few friends want to come and stay. But yeah, all right, let's crack on. Let's get across this road and let's go find a camp spot. Maybe another beer. It's time to celebrate. Just in a little town now called Poole. Still Jersey off in the distance. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have a little bit of lunch here. Possibly an ice cream, because it is really hot now. And chill out, because I've only probably got 10 miles left to do for the whole day. And it is 2:10, so we're talking an hour of absolutely cruising, about 45 minutes most likely. But yeah, I love all the sea out here where they just do all mussel and oyster farming all over here, all the way along. Yeah, really cool to see the little tractors go out there, drag all the pots back in. And yeah, beautiful, beautiful sea. The sea's right out there, so you can get all that real smell of the sea. Love it. Right, let's go find a place to eat. Un café au lait, un petit cidre, à soleil. Boiling. Just charging the phone up again. It's the tour to charge their devices. That's the one thing I would change about obviously doing all the stuff YouTube and stuff like that, is make sure everything is charged. GoPro is fine, but my phone, actually I've got the iPhone X, still works brilliantly, it's just the battery is a bit rubbish on it. So that's the one thing I would change, but is the battery on my phone. But I can use, if it needs to use maps or anything like that, you can use it completely offline anyway and see where you are and just look at road names and just follow. So I only really look every like 15-20 miles max. Look at a couple of road names and just wait for those junctions and follow them. But yeah, simple now because we're on the coast road. It's beautiful watching the sea just in between the dunes. You keep getting glimpses of it, but we're right at the seafront now. So just stopped off for a quick drink while I'm here. Keep topping up, and then I'll top up my bottles as well on the bike. It's got no water in there, so just top them up with water. I know I'm only 10 miles away, but in this heat it's better to have it than not. Cheeky little cider, big cafe au lait. It's a day of refreshments. Hot day, get the liquids in. Gravel! Great thing about the gravel bike is you can just literally go anywhere, although I've ridden worse than this on my road bike before, but at least with this you don't even really care
Oh, when you go across the tractor trails though, smashes your ass in. No one likes that. Tournée à droite should be here up on the right hand side. Let's have a little purchase. Bonjour. Nope. She was having none of it. She was having absolutely none of it. Speed bump. Oh, it's on the left. Camping L'Espérance. Let's have a little look. Oh shit, come past it. Wait. Fingers crossed. We are here. This is a relief. Well, I got here quite a while ago, but I've just been chilling. This is my pitch. It is set up for a motorhome, so it's obviously enormous. Just airing the tent out because it was soaking when I got it out of the bag, absolutely pouring with water. But it's bone dry on the outside now, just airing the inside out. Kit bomb just here. Just about to go and have a shower. So, and then find some charge points to go and stick power bank, which, because the French plugs, as I've said before, run at lower voltage, that's probably going to take 4 or 5 hours to charge, I reckon. So I'll stick that on, whack that on full. I can stay on all afternoon until the evening, and then I can charge everything else off that easily, because I can charge the GoPro. Wahoo's probably fine for tomorrow now. It's still got 45%, so that'll easily run all day tomorrow. My phone easily, and perhaps even charge my Apple Watch. That hasn't been on for a couple of days, but not really that bothered by it, to be honest. But yeah, let's go and grab a shower, leave the kit bomb here. But yeah, it's a great site right by the sea. I'll put a little picture up of it now. The location, great location, just about a 3 or 4 minute walk down to the beach. I might actually scoot down there with my bike, just take the little mini lock, unclip all the stuff, apart from my frame bag off of it, and just put it inside the tent and pop down there before sunset and actually see if I can catch a really good sunset. Be handy. But yeah, let's go get showered. Just taking a little walk down the beach, feeling good. Everything's unpacked, bed is ready. Tent's like an oven at the minute, but I've left the doors open and the mesh shirt closed, so it will cool down once the shade hits that little spot. But as you can see, no top, true British style. That's a method in my madness, because the only top I've actually got, it is my merino wool long sleeve top, and I'm not sticking it on in this heat. As you can see, I can barely see, I'm squinting because it is so bright and hot at the minute. It's still showing now as 25 degrees. The thermometer back at the bar, so it's hot. Just going for a walk down the beach. Just going to go and have a little look at it. Then I'll head back, sit in a bit of shade by the tent, cook a bit of food, eat that, then go to the bar, have a beer, possibly 2, and then perhaps come back down to the beach for hopefully an amazing sunset. Would be an end to an amazing day. Yeah, not far from the beach now, probably 200 meters. What a location. Great day. Beautiful. Jersey over there. Can actually just see Guernsey as well, actually. Christ, that is clear. Just in the distance. I don't know if you can make that out just there. Yeah, I could just see the shoreline of that. The outline of it. But yeah, beautiful beach, massive. Guessing it comes in a long way because there's a lot of seaweed all the way up here, so we'll have a little look later on and see how far that comes in. Looks pan flat. Yeah, if there's not too much cloud later, this should be a beautiful sunset. All these oyster nets. That's what I keep seeing everywhere. Yeah, the whole store of them here because the beach is just there. So yeah, there's a whole ton of them there as well. Old tractors. Must be lots and lots of oysters. Lovely. Right, get back to the bar. Not a bad place to cook my dinner. Look at that. Beautiful sunset. Look how far the water's coming. It's probably 300-400 meters. Easy. Still see Jersey in the background, nice and easy. Just about make out Guernsey, but look at that for a beautiful sunset. Stunning, so clear and crisp. The sea's clearly coming in the tide because the waves are pushing up. I wonder how far it actually comes up. Probably quite far. So it's dinner time. I was going to cook down on the beach, but I've never seen so many sandflies in all my life. So let's cook up here. I'm the trusty Soto Windmaster. As you'll see here, you can put the attachment around. Get those pieces out. Comes off completely separately, so it packs down really small. Hooks on over the top. Great big pot stand, and it cooks just like a hob as well, as you'll see, and I've mentioned previously. But it's got a great burn on it, and you can, if you're just boiling water, you can boil really softly. There we go. You put it on really low, the burn, to do it. But yeah, there's my Wild Camping International titanium mug. Get the lid off actually and get plenty of water in there. Probably more than I need, but that's probably 600 ml, and pezzo starter done. Put it on really low. That's low. Right, that's just crazy. Don't need that. Not for a pot. Different if you're cooking with a pan, but get that water boiling and have dinner, because I'm a hungry boy. That's that boiled. About 4 minutes roughly on a really low heat for that 600 ml of water. So here's tonight's dinner. Posh pork and beans. It says it's a breakfast, but I wouldn't have this for breakfast. It's got potato, pulled pork,
and 3 types of beans. Gotta get it open. Get the oxygen sachet out. And pour the water up to the right level. It says level 7. So, that's a lot of water, but I'm guessing whew, as an indication there's a dribble left, so that's probably 550ml to 600ml, just under. So let's give that a really good stir up. The old trusty spork, best spork out there. Like, got bottle opener, titanium, spork, beauty. Right, let's get that stirred up so there's no dry minging bits in the bottom. And this one actually says leave for 15 minutes. That's a hell of a long time to go, but obviously really got to rehydrate all the beans, everything. Stirred enough. Get it. Let's get it sealed up. So it rehydrates away. Come back in 15 minutes when that's done. That looks like a big meal. It says it's 755 calories. Big meal. But I haven't eaten too much today. I only really had the pastries at breakfast, which you would have seen. What else have I had to eat? And a granola bar, that's it. Today, so nothing much at all. So very, very hot day today, so this is definitely going to go down well. Right, that's had us 15 minutes. This is bulked up big time. Ooh. Oh my word, that is massive. That's what she said. Never. Cool. Cool, that's delicious. That's really, really good. Fire pot, posh pork and beans. It's like a 3-bean cassoulet. Pulled pork, onion, decent. Potato, onion, tomatoes, spices, celery, ginger, red pepper. Very nice. Highly recommend this meal to anyone. That, if you can see it, massive mouthful. Very nice. As you can see, it's pretty dark, Harry. Got the light on. But it's good to lie down on some dry ground and just, as much as I love the wild camping, I said to one of my mates earlier on, it's nice to set up your tent, not worry about always someone going to catch me, get it set up nice and early, go do your bits, come back Bed set up, everything already. Don't have to worry about it. I can see why this is a lot of calories. A load of beans in it and pulled pork. Lovely. Right, I'm going to enjoy this now. And I'll see you when I'm in bed. Time to go to bed. It's been an amazing day, great sunset. Nice and relaxed, but definitely time to go to sleep now. Nice chill day tomorrow. Have a good night. See you in the morning.